Switzerland has always fascinated me. Growing up in the very south of Australia, I never saw lakes and mountains like those that make up the stunning landscape of this alpine country. Some of the world's most famous mountain passes that motorheads come to test their engines out on run through the Swiss Alps. So when planning road trips with my Vantrip earlier this year, I thought, why not take a road trip through this stunning part of the world? Drive many of these famous mountain passes, hike a bunch of trails, camp high in the Alps, and wake up with a good view each morning. So after packing up the van with my camera, clothes, food, and of course my girlfriend Nina, it brings me here now, in the east of Switzerland, where I find myself at the start of a week-long road trip, where I'll cross the country from the east to the west, and see if this country will live up to my high expectations, while living in a home on wheels.
This morning we woke up at our first little stop here in Switzerland at a beautiful little spot right by the river. It was actually like natural white noise last night, which was kind of good because I don't mind that. It kind of blocks out a lot of the random noises. So yeah, anyway, I think coffee's almost ready, so I'm gonna head back, grab a coffee, and start the day right, eh? So we've just arrived at the start of the Kunkelspass. Just a quick little tip for you. So you have to pay to go over this one. So we're just checking in. It's a pretty beautiful area here. Check this out. Sehr schön. Except for the power line, that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, let's do the Kunkelspass. So we're just going through some tunnel, which is fun, but also a little bit sketch because I don't want to scrape the side of the car. Pretty cool little route. It definitely fits the van fine, which is good. Just got to be careful. G'day, mate. So after driving the beautiful Kunkelspass, we finished in a little town called Temmens, and then we've driven about an hour and 15, yeah?
Hour and 20.
Yeah, about an hour and 20 minutes to the west of Switzerland, to a little place called Oberalppass. Oberalppass, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Always in a struggle street with the names of everywhere we go. But yeah, found some Cal friends. We're just having a quick little break from driving, and we're gonna head straight up here. And there's a pretty nice lake just over the hill there, so we'll show you that when we make it. So let's go. So we've arrived here at the Oberalppass. It's not the most bluest, crazy Swiss lake ever, but it's in a pretty beautiful region with some peaks over here, pretty awesome. Let's go down to the water though, hey? These flies know where the smelly Vanlife guys are. Nice. One thing I love so much about Switzerland, it's just how beautiful, relaxing a place like this is. It's like so still and quiet. Of course you can hear the cars nearby, but it's pretty nice. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head back up to the van. We're just trying to make plans now if we're gonna go for a little hike or if we're going to head down the road and be fatties and eat fondue. I think I'll be pushing to do some hiking, and then we can eat later, eh? So let's go and find a good place to hike. thinking going up here would be nice.
Pretty nice.
Sehr schön. It's pretty nice to be back on the trails, eh? So we've made it to a pretty nice little spot here, but we've decided to actually quickly go back down because there's a pretty awesome little fondue spot that Nina found online, and apparently it's got the best fondue in the region.
It's a good first one.
Fondue. They're good. Servus, guten Morgen. So, we've just woken up here at a little campsite behind me. The town Andermatt, I think it is, where we got fondue last night, basically, at the end of the pass. It's pretty easy. It's a nice little spot. It's nothing fancy. It's just actually the parking lot of the ski area here. So in the winter time, obviously, I'm not sure if it's actually a campsite or it's just parking for the ski area, but yeah, highly recommended. Easy little stop through and nice surroundings. Great stuff. So we've just pulled over because we were driving up this stunning pass it's part of the Gotthardpass, but I guess it's the old version that used to connect the south and the north of this part of the Alps, basically. It was apparently a very, very important road back in the day, and now I think it's just a tourist road for people to drive their motorbikes and cars up. But more importantly, we've pulled over because we saw a Mammut in English, or like a Murmeltier in German, chilling on the side of the road here, and he is just over there on the rock. So I've been filming him because he's pretty cute. And Nina and I, well, Nina especially loves Murmeltier. So
they're the best.
yes. So we were just shooting him, and just as I've been talking now, he's jumped off the rock. Sad times. Anyway, come to Switzerland, enjoy some Murmeltier. Haha.
been setting up the grill. We've got some veggies on there, and pretty stoked with this campsite, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit windy. I was pulled in the other way, but then I turned the car around because the wind's kind of coming from this direction. And then I figured that, yeah, we can check out the awning, we're protected, so it's working a treat so far. And I'll come here, I'll show you where we're, show you what we're cooking. So we've got here just some easy skewers with some veggies and tofu. About to chuck on a steak, some aubergine or some eggplant. So yeah, pretty stoked with this. Great stuff, Switzerland. All right, time to slap the steak on. First of all, pop it over the barbie and just give it a good slap. Look at that, like a master. So we've left the campsite that we camped at last night. So we've come to a spot called the Furkapass. It's very beautiful and it's very famous because of James Bond. I think it was the Goldfinger movie back in the day that is pretty famous for him driving around this little pass with his little Aston Martin looking like an absolute gangster. So yeah, we're driving that. I was just flying the drone and we saw this Alp shop, so that's nice. I guess we can buy some cheese, and we're out of cheese, so let's see this, eh? What's this? This looks good.
That's nice. Those are, yeah, the small yogurts. Should we get this one?
Should we get this?
Oh, it looks nice.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. But let's see how the payment system works.
Yeah, there's the prices.
Yeah, Swiss prices.
Well, the cheese excursion has a little bit of a sad ending because they had a QR code so we could pay with our card, but it's not working. Actually, the QR code doesn't exist apparently. So if you're the owners of the Alp shop, update your QR code and we'll buy your cheese. So we're just up from where we've parked down here, and we decided to go for a little hike. I think it's about an hour and a half up, maybe a little bit longer because filming takes a while. Then we'll come down, and I think we're going to camp down here and yeah, just chill in the evening. But check out this view, so beautiful. Down here you got a little train that runs through the valley, which is pretty nice.
And this is part of the pass over here. That's part of the pass where we were driving earlier on. So yeah, pretty nice place to park your home on wheels, hit the trails, and yeah, get a bit of a workout.
Geh mal auf wie auf dem Berg.
Grüß Gott! So we've been hiking up, and behind me here we have the Tiefenglacier. If you're Swiss and you know it's pronounced differently, I'm very sorry, let me know in the comments, feel free to abuse me. But yeah, very cool. I actually didn't realize there was a glacier up here. But we're about to just head up just over this rock here, where there's a little hut, so we're gonna go up there and yeah, check it out. What is this thing?
It's a pear chocolate cake.
Pear and chocolate cake. Sounds great. Let's do it. Just as we got in here, it started raining outside. So, yes, it was good timing. Hey, cheers. So we've just coming quickly down from the hut. We had our beers and our pear cake, which was great. And as we were eating it, it started pouring with rain. And now, as you can see, we're totally surrounded by fog. Actually, there was thunder and lightning, so we're a little bit nervous, to be honest. We've been checking the radars up at the hut, and it looks like we have a safe window for about 45 minutes. So we're kind of trying to rush down as quick as we can. But it's a bit tricky because the path is a bit slippery now, of course, because it was raining. We're on a mission, but all is good. Yeah, getting the camera wet for the shot. Love it. It's now pelting down with rain. The thunder is well and truly here. And I think it's gonna, oh, did you see that? So we just made it just in time, but it's very noisy in here.
Well, I'm glad we made it.
Yeah.
Because hiking in this would have been insane.
Good morning. So it's a new day. Last night was a pretty crazy stormy day, and yeah, it wasn't the most ideal day to be out camping and enjoying van life, but let's get this exposure a little bit right. There we go, it's a bit better. But yeah, today's gonna be a bit of a rainy, crappy day, to be honest with you. It's not the idyllic Swiss van life trip that I thought it was going to be, at least for today. In fact, I'll show you this, check these out. I was just checking these when I was walking over. These clouds are pretty cool, and basically they represent that a storm is incoming. So we're gonna get out of here. We're actually gonna head more west of Switzerland, and we're gonna head to a campsite that we saw apparently is the highest altitude campsite in Europe, which is kind of cool. So I just thought, hey, let's go there. They're also known over this way for raclette. So I think today, because it's just gonna be a day of editing, hiding out in the van, we'll go and enjoy some raclette. And besides that, just be kind of driving through the mountains, escaping thunderstorms and rain. So luckily we have a little break from the rain at the moment. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow as well, we get some good weather and get hiking again.
Servus! So we've been driving for about 3 hours now. We're just arriving into the campsite called Camping Arolla. Here we go, look at this, here's the sign. Look at that. Pretty nice little place. Oh, there is power. So yeah, we're gonna spend a night here. It's pretty miserable weather. It's been raining the whole day, but let's see how we go for the coming days, eh? Very nice.
Do you think this would be like a kind of place where it's like you come and spend like a week, you know, just to like be still, because it's just so peaceful here. Like here you feel like really you're at the end of a valley, which you are. Filmmaking, guys, filmmaking. Not gonna lie, that fly is on steroids. That's the biggest fly I've ever seen. I don't even know what that thing is. Well. This is why I absolutely love Switzerland. You really don't get this in many places in the world, just this crystal blue water. Lac Bleu, very, very nice. Dankeschön, Switzerland. Du bist sehr schön. For all the Aussies that don't know this, but Zermatt is like a little town up in the mountains and you can't actually drive here. But there is stacks of these little, yeah, I don't even know what you call them, little taxi buses. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, we basically got to run through. We can't even stop in Zermatt at the moment because we've got to go up the mountain to where we're staying tonight, up on a hut. So it's just in here.
No, here.
Oh yeah, cool. Nina's getting a bit annoyed. So So we'll just walk into the train station and I've just seen for the first time in my life this incredible place. Look at that. Sehr schön. Sadly, the tip is surrounded by cloud, but tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow we will see it in all its glory. So is this the last ride? Last ride goes 6 o'clock, don't be late, unlike me.
Zum Schlusstag, aber den Abend ist.
We have an hour, basically a 2-hour hike up now. So I'm gonna put the camera away because I'm already puffing and it's been 2 minutes. So yeah, time to get hiking. We finally made it. It feels so good to be here. Hey, Prost. Good job. Sehr wohl. Is that what they say? Hey, even we're waiting for us. Look at that. Baker for 2. It's like, it feels like the guy at the airport with your name on it. When you're this far up in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of funny. But yeah, look, there's a bunch of people. Very nice. Guten Appetit, Mindset. So it's main course time. We got some Händel, some chicken. What do you got?
Some pasta with vegetables.
Looks pretty good actually.
Looks really good.
Negus is vegetarian, so actually hers looks pretty awesome. So maybe I'm going to be vegetarian next time. Anyway, time to eat. So we've just had dinner, and I'm just running down to this lake here because this is where I'm going to shoot sunrise tomorrow. Anyway, we're just going to run down, find some nice compositions for sunrise, so I'm not running around in the dark trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. Let's go. So I'm just scouting some locations currently for the morning because when we arrive here tomorrow morning, it's going to be pretty dark. So I'm just trying out a few different lenses, a few different compositions to see what works. And we'll probably be here at about 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be pretty early. But it's definitely a shame. It would have been awesome to have like a quarter of the amount of cloud with all this pink because it really lit up so beautifully. And just to see the peak because we couldn't see the peak, which was a shame, but still pretty unreal. Alright, good morning. So we're off to photograph the sunrise. I was hoping to get up earlier on and do the Milky Way, which I did get up for. And basically, I just opened the hotel window, shot my camera out to photograph to see what the clouds were doing. And the Matterhorn was completely covered in cloud, which it still is, as you can see here. But not photographing the Milky Way doesn't mean I'm not going to shoot sunrise. So we're up and we're hoping for the best. My plan is to expect that the clouds won't move because they're pretty settled there. But let's see, eh? So as we're walking along, I thought I'd quickly give you a little bit of info. So from the hut where we've stayed, which is just behind me up here, it's about 15 minutes, 20-minute walk down to the lake here. So it's actually pretty easy. So if you really want to come up to this spot, that hut, super nice people, great food. Yeah, couldn't recommend it more. How you feeling?
Good morning.
Do you like sunrises?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. No, I actually got up quite easy this morning.
So the clouds are still completely surrounding the mountain. I have my trusty little time-lapse running. I think it could be nice, but it's not the same, that's for sure. Well, the morning was definitely not the successful photography mission that I wanted it to be, but to be honest, still a pretty nice morning. Being in a place like this, it's definitely one that you can't complain about waking up in. So one day I will come back and the Matterhorn will show its peak to me. Anyway, I did a nice little time lapse, so instead of some Matterhorn photography, I created you some cloud porn. So here it is. Well, there concludes another road trip. It's been so much fun traveling through Switzerland in the last week and seeing a bunch of things, camping in a bunch of cool places, taking this absolute beast out for a little test ride, and it's been a lot of fun. So hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've gotten a lot of good info about places to go, things to see, all that kind of typical road trip stuff. And if you want to see more, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's just at MYVANTURE. And if you want to see more of like my photography and all that sort of stuff, you can find me at SIMEON Baker on Instagram. I'm not so much on Facebook, but you can still find me there. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in a new road trip video, where we're going to be heading right up to the very north of Europe in the next one. So be sure to subscribe, like, all that kind of cliche YouTube good stuff. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Not gonna lie, flippin' sick of doing things and then running back for the camera. So I hope you enjoyed this video.